Welcome to today's video, understanding pull-up and pull-down resistors. So let's look at the pull-down resistor. What you see here is we have our test point. This would normally be going to your buffer chip that records your input. And what you have is when the switch is open, your test point, or the part that would go to the buffer, which would read the input, is connected to ground. Now, yes, you do have a 1K resistor here, but you have no positive potential, no positive voltage at all. The only thing you're connected to is ground through a resistor. So your voltage potential when the switch is open is 0. So let's think about what would happen when we close the switch. When we close the switch, we have a direct connection to +5. So our voltage when the switch is closed will be +5. So now let's test this by closing the switch and seeing what happens at the test point. I should note that I'm using the iCircuit simulator for the Apple iPad. And here we go. And you can see the test point goes to +5 because we're directly connected to +5. So once again, that is the pull-down resistor. Because by default, when the switch is open, we are pulling the voltage to ground. Now the opposite of this is the pull-up resistor, and we just simply change the location of the resistor and put it between the +5 voltage source and the test point. And the switch now will be between the test point and the ground. Now, when the switch is open, you have a 1K resistor between the test point and the 5-volt source. Now you would think, well, there's going to be some voltage loss between that because of the 1K resistor. And that is true. There will be some voltage loss, but it will be insignificant because the chip generally that you have, you're going to have that test point is going to be connected to some type of buffer chip probably. And any chip, any 74 series LS series chip is going to have a resistance of mega ohms. So the 1K is actually, it's like it's not even there. So you're actually going to get +5 at the test point. Now, when the switch is closed, your test point is actually directly connected to ground. And whenever you're directly connected to ground, you're at ground potential. So when the switch is closed, the test point is ground. So now hopefully you understand how pull down and pull up resistors work. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. As always, please consider becoming a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/arcades. Your support helps me make videos. Don't have much time, especially nowadays, to make videos, but I enjoy doing it, and I really do hope you guys learn. So your support means that tells me that actually people care, and gives me a reason to make these videos.